The Battle of Dennewitz took place on 6 September 1813 between the forces of the First French Empire and an army of Prussians and Russians of the Sixth Coalition. It occurred in Dennewitz, a village in the Prussian province of Brandenburg, near Jüterbog, 40 kilometers southwest of Berlin. Prelude. In late August 1813, Napoleon decided to order a general offensive to take Berlin, the Prussian capital, with the overall goal of knocking the Prussians out of the war. Marshal Oudinot's corps advanced towards this objective along 3 separate roads. The fighting that took place on 23 August was essentially 3 isolated actions at Blankenfield, Grossbeeren, and Sputendorf. In each case the Allies prevailed and Oudinot retreated to Wittenberg. At this point Napoleon appointed Marshal Michel Ney to command. Battle. Ney, with around 58,000 men, renewed the advance on Berlin on 6 September, but moving first eastwards in order to advance on Berlin from the southeast. This was because he mistakenly expected Napoleon, away to the southeast near Dresden, to support him from this direction. He encountered mixed elements of Prussian, Russian, and Swedish troops under the overall command of Crown Prince Charles John of Sweden at Dennewitz. Ney had decided to move his entire army down a single road and was shadowed to the north by Bülow's Third Corps. While this allowed Ney to maintain communications with his entire army, the single road stacked his army for miles. As a result, the battle swayed back and forth with the arrival of fresh French and Allied reinforcements throughout its course. The Prussian General Tauentzian was at Jüterbog, blocking Ney's route to Berlin. Ney's troops reached Dennewitz as Bülow was approaching Jüterbog along an eastward route to their north. To keep Tauentzian and Bülow from uniting, the French occupied the heights north of Dennewitz now known as the Denkmalsberg. Despite early damage done to Tauentzian's corps, Bülow saved the situation by taking the hill. This was followed by a charge of the Brandenburg dragoons down the hill. This gave time for the Prussian units which had earlier wavered to regroup. There were signs that all was not well in the French army at this time. The French Empire was seriously short of cavalry troops and mounts since the 1812 Russian campaign. As a result, there was a lack of screening and reconnaissance. The French command situation was also strained, as Oudinot was angered at being placed under Ney's command. Marshal Ney was determined to advance with all haste to Berlin, and this, combined with the poor reconnaissance, allowed the French army to walk right into an assembled Allied defense. Initially forced back, the Prussian elements of Bernadotte's army were reinforced by General Bülow and recovered the lost ground. Bülow would now assume command of the Allied side for most of the remainder of the day. A seesawing battle now developed, but just as the French appeared on the verge of a victory, Ney, not helped by a lack of support from Oudinot, made a mistake that swung the battle. Having joined in the fighting personally and being unaware of the tactical situation due to a rainstorm on the battlefield, Ney ordered Oudinot to form a reserve. This pullback by Oudinot was perceived as a retreat and the Allies redoubled the attack. Under great pressure, the French were forced back. Bernadotte arrived with his Swedish army on the French left flank. The French, already falling back under heavy pressure, were routed. The French suffered 10,000 casualties, the Allies some 11,000. Aftermath. Bavaria withdrew from the war as a result of the failure of the Berlin campaign. Other German states were now wavering in their support of the French Empire. Friedrich Wilhelm von Bülow was subsequently ennobled as Graf von Dennewitz. Order of battle. Allies 3 Corps. Friedrich Wilhelm Friar von Bülow 3rd BDE. Hesse-Homburg, 2nd Ypres Grenadier Battalion, 3rd Ypres IR, 4th Res IR, 3rd Ypres LWIR, 1st Hussars, 4th BDE, Human, 4th Ypres IR, 5th Res IR, LBIR, Ypres Jaegers, Pommern Cuirasses, 5th BDE, Borstel, 1st Pommern IR, Pommern Gren BN, 2nd Res IR, 2nd Mark LWIR, Pommern Hussars, 6th BDE, Kraft, Kolberg IR, 9th Res IR, 1st Mark LW IR, 1st Pommern LW Cavalry, Cavalry Reserve, Oppen BDE, Treschow, Brandenburg Dragoons, Kernighan Dragoons, W. Prusulans, BDE, Malzahn, 2nd Pommern LW, 4th Kurmark LW, 2nd Kurmark LW, 2nd W. Prus Dragoons, BDE, Cossacks, Bishalov 2 Polk, Ilowayski V Polk, Artillery 3, 12 PDR Foot, 12 PDR Foot, 6 PDR Horse, 6 PDR Foot, 4 Corps, Boguslav Friedrich Emanuel von Tauentzian, lightly engaged, Swedish Corps, not engaged, French Empire Commander, Marshal Michel Ney 4th Corps, General of Division Henry Gatien Bertrand 12th Division, Charles-Antoine Morand, 1st BDE, Bel-Air, 2nd BDE, Toussaint, 15th Division, Achille Fontanelli, 1st BDE, Saint-André, 2nd BDE, Moroni, 3rd BDE, Martel, 38th Division, Frankmont, 1st BDE, Stockmayer, 2nd BDE, Spitzenberg, Cavalry IV, 24th LT Cav BDE, Jet, Artillery IV, 12 PDR Foot, 6 PDR Horse, 7th Corps, General of Division Jean Renier 24th Division, LECOQ, 1st BDE, Broers, 2nd BDE, Melantine, 25th Division, SAHR, 1st BDE, Bosch, 2nd BDE, Bristol, 32nd Division, Pierre-François Joseph Jorat, 1st BDE, Devaux, 2nd BDE, Jarry, 3rd BDE, Lindenau, 4th BDE, Zoltowski, Cavalry 7, Saxon BDE, Artillery 7, 12 PDR Foot, 6 PDR Horse, 12th Corps, Marshal Nicolas Oudinot 13th Division, Michel Marie Pacted, 1st BDE, Bardit, 2nd BDE, Caco, 14th Division, Guillemynot, 1st BDE, Gris, 2nd BDE, Villet, 29th Division, Clemens von Raglovich, 1st BDE, Beckers, 2nd BDE, La Tri, 29th LT Cav BDE, Wolf Artillery 12, 12 PDR Foot, 3rd Cavalry Corps, General of Division Jean Tassanarigi de Casanova 5th LT Cav, Jean-Thomas Guillaume Lorge, 12th LT Cav BDE, Jackie Knott, 13th LT Cav BDE, Merlin, 6th LT Cav, Fournier, 14th LT Cav BDE, Maurice, 4th Heavy Cav, Jean-Marie de France, BDE, Avas BDE, Quinet, 8th LT Cav, Krakow Wiki,